I'm here in the vineyard of Chateau Pétrus. I just finished a long day tasting 2012 from barrel. My last wine of the day, I tasted the Pétrus, and what a wine. I mean, this has to be one of the wines of the vintage. It could be the wine of the vintage, but of course I have 10 more days to go. But I just can't believe the structure, the depth. I mean, this really is exceptional for 2012 because it wasn't an easy harvest. But I have to ask the winemaker, Olivier Berrouet. Olivier, how did you do it? How did you pull this off? I mean, it is really the soul of Pétrus, but how did you do it?
I think the nature in 2012 helped us to provide very top quality berries for the harvest. We had a lot of coulure during the flowering, and
so that reduced the crop you had.
Exactly, yeah. Naturally, because the start of the flowering was perfect in 2012, but in the middle of the flowering we had a little rain, a little drop of the temperature, and so it didn't help to for the how we can say that, for the berries to develop itself. And also after we had a very dry season between mid-July till the end of September. That was the start of our harvest in Pétrus. But with the clay, low yield, it really helped the berries to jump that dry period very easily, and really help to get a good concentration in the berry. And for a very long time, we spread the harvest in Pétrus on 2 weeks. We started the 24th of September and finished the 8th of October. It is quite rare for a small vineyard as Pétrus, because we wanted to pick each block at its perfect maturity. With the low yield we had, the cluster were very open, and so there was no pressure with disease or botrytis, so we had the time to pick when we wanted. And the concentration was very high. Level of acidity is quite good, but the structure, the maturity of the tannin, even for us, is quite exceptional. After an average vintage like 2011, the weather conditions we had in 2012 are perfect for the type of soil we have in Pétrus, that are the clay, as you know.
It's amazing. And when you made the wine, you didn't really extract too much. You looked for just finesse and beauty.
Exactly, because the potential of tannin was very important in 2012. But in that potential, not everything was perfect. So we tried during the vinification process to be very precise in the extraction, to do not go too far. And as Émile Pénaud used to say, the wine is not all the resin. And when you keep that in your mind, for us, it's a very good guide during our vinification process, because we didn't want to destroy that huge harmony, because the wine is quite tough, quite big in 2012, but with a good harmony. And we could have go too far, forest, and provide something bigger, but we would have destroyed the harmony and the balance of the wine, and it would have been a shame for vintage like 012 in Pétrus.
And it's the length. You taste it and it just lasts. I mean, we walked around after tasting it about 5 minutes, I could still taste it. That's a sign of a great wine.
Exactly, and the length and also the purity, yeah. the complexity, the fruity, the freshness of the wine help to balance that huge structure. So for us, it's very important to get the flesh and the structure at the same time.
A great wine. Thanks for making it.
Thank you, James. See you.